Now this isn't exactly Fudd Lore, but I did watch a video where a guy took his 1022 apart, and he claimed to use a bore brush, and it was off screen, and he said, just trust me, this is all you need to do. And I watched another video where a guy used a bore brush, and he said what you do, it's like an all-in-one. So you put your I think you put your solvent up here, and you can feel there's brush wire brush material here in this spot here, and then I think what you do is you put oil in this spot, and so it's kind of like a one-stop shop. You just run this through with solvent and oil, and then the rest of it is a dry patch, and then you don't need to do any more than that. One pass and it's good. So let's try that out, and I'll take a picture of the condition of the bore. Now, that previous video that you saw of me shooting at this thing at 100 yards, I have not cleaned it at all since that episode, and it's quite dirty in there. So I'm gonna have to go get a flashlight so I can take a picture of the bore for you, and we'll get right back to it. All right, that's what it looks like in there. It's pretty dirty. So let's see how well this spore snake is going to clean that out. I'm going to set the camera down so you can see that there's no video trickery. Alright, so bear with me. And alright. Oh, got my Mythbuster shirt to find out just how effective this bore snake is. So, I'm not gonna run an oil patch. I'm just gonna, because I'm not going to preserve it. I'm just going to clean it and see how well it does in the cleaning aspect of it. And you know, I'm all for learning stuff. If this works great, I will dispense with my other cleaning stuff. Now, supposedly you can just put this in the washing machine. I don't think I'm going to do that. Alright, I got me a goodly amount of good old Hoppy's number 9 on there. Maybe I would put some in the brush area here. So what I'll probably do is I'll probably clean this by hand in the sink. Alright, so let's see if this thing will even go through the breach here. Alright. Now, I know you can take this apart, but the way I clean it before, I don't take it apart. So let's see if this guy's comment of you should never clean from the muzzle back is even practical. You know, clean from the breech back. It's pretty dirty in there. Alright, so I'm going to bring you close. I don't know if you can see that. But it takes a little bit of doing there. Alright. Okay. It's working. Oh, there it goes. Out the end. Alright, now I'm going to pull it. And I heard somebody else comment that it was kind of hard to pull this thing through there. Ugh. Alright, let me set this down here. Yeah, let me wrap my hands around this here. Oh man, it is quite a chore. So you get to watch the whole thing here to try to pull this thing in here, out of here. Let's see if it's even practical. You might want to get a glove. So this alone tells me that guy that said, oh, I ran this bore snake through here, you have to take my word for it. I didn't hear him struggling. So unless he chopped that part out, I don't think you did it. Because, man, all right. So I got the thicker portion sticking out. Yeah, this isn't exactly easy peasy. Okay, well, I did it. Okay, let's take a look. Now, given all that struggling, I would guess that works. All right, so let's see here, down in there. Yeah, it looks pretty clean. I'm actually impressed. Yeah. So, I'm trying to get just the right zoom there. Come on, camera. There. Is that good? Anyway, yeah. I'm actually pretty impressed. So, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to run a patch through it. And see how well it does if you actually don't need to run anything else through there. So you get a clean patch like so. And I know some of you out there might say, oh well, I see you've got a steel rod. Well, again, I'm not worried about it. I'm going to run an oily patch through there. Actually, I'll run a Hoppy's patch through it. Let me see if I'm not too big. This might be too big. Alright, cut this in half here. I'm gonna speed this all up so you guys don't have to do the whole thing. Yep. Alright, that's Hoppy's patch. You see some dirt on there already. Or some carbon. Alright, so still relatively clean. See that right there? And that was just the muzzle. Alright, and this is what I was told not to do. Well, so much for the one-time bore snake is all you need. I'm sure if you did it 3 or 4 times, it might work, but you know what? This was a whole lot easier than this. And then, you know what? I throw that away. This, I think this thing was like 10 bucks. And so, do I want to really struggle and try to get this through the bore all the time just for the sake of getting it from the breech forward? I don't think so. So yeah, I'm not a believer. I'll stick with this. So that's it for that Fudd Lore. Moving along.